What's up? We're just gonna wait for our interview of the day today. It is with Salas, the owner of the largest Hispanic franchise of Pizza Hut. So we're pretty excited about that. We're continuing to celebrate I Am MDC Day, which is on September 6th, but throughout this whole week, we are interviewing students, alumni, and tons of important people over there at Miami-Dade College. So we're just gonna wait for him to check in right now as I try to set up the pinned comment. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Pinned comment, perfect. All right, how are you guys doing? If you guys have any questions about I Am MDC Day or Miami-Dade College, let me know, because you can do that by commenting below, and I'll do my best to try to read it and also interview all at the same time. What up, Tony? Tony, I know you can hear me. I love when our coworkers sign on. They're like down the hall. All right, Salas, I think. Show that. Yeah.
Hello.
What is going on?
Yeah.
How are you, Al?
Can you see me? I'm a little, it's raining up here, so I want to make sure that...
Where are you?
I'm in the Redlands, actually. I'm in my house.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right,
And,
well, very dope. No, it is very dry over here. Let's keep it that way.
Absolutely. Can you see me
Well,
well?
I'm sorry?
Can you see me well?
Yeah, everything's good.
Excellent.
Got a good connection. All right, Al. So thank you so much for joining us on our day 3 of our interviews, where we are talking all about MDC and all the amazing things that they've done to, students, alumni. The staff has been amazing. I was looking through, not your resume, but I was looking through all the things you've done. My man, the resume is stacked. It is extensive. Can you briefly tell us about your journey on what you're doing? Because you are the owner of the largest Hispanic franchise of Pizza Hut.
Right. I'm a lucky man. I'm as good as my team. That's what I like to say. But
nice.
I'm your local guy that grew up in South Florida, Miami. And I don't know if you know Dr. Padron. I'm sure you do, of course.
Yes.
A legend out here in South Florida, in the world, if you may. So I met him many years ago. I don't want to remember. You can see I'm bald now.
I'm on my way, bro. I am on my way.
But I shaved. I still got a little bit of hair. But I had a ponytail back then, playing basketball. I met him, and he came to Miami High, which is where I graduated from, Miami High School, and he spoke to kids. He spoke to kids at random, told them about the school, the greatness of the school, the fact that, this is the key to success that will give you a chance to move forward, in this world. And it's okay to play basketball, it's okay to do what you do, but listen, if you want to get to the next level and you want to contribute, then come to Miami-Dade, and build a career, because Miami-Dade will open the doors for you to be successful or more successful. And I listened to him, and I believed that. I went home quickly, spoke to my mom. I kind of always wanted to go to school. That wasn't my thing. I wanted to be more of a businessman, if you may. And listen, to me, that's in the 70s. Those are crazy times.
Fun times.
I listened to him, listen to my mom. The next day, I went to school, Miami-Dade, the Wilson Center, which is a downtown center, which we called them then, with a couple of my friends. Spoke to him, looked around, spoke to some of the teachers, and I fell in love with the school. Nice. I fell in love with the school, and that's so many years ago. So my heart, my soul, and I thank my mother, of course, and I thank Dr. Padron, but I definitely thank Miami-Dade for opening the doors, for giving me a chance to do the things that I do today. Can we get better? Absolutely. But I when I talk about my life, I can't go without saying first, I am MDC, I am Miami-Dade.
Yes.
I will drive that to the day I die and more. So, the story of going to school there, of course, barely graduating from high school and doing great in the college and then FIU and so forth and so on. And then, I became a CPA at FIU. This kid from Miami High becomes a CPA later. Didn't think of it. From FIU, worked in public accounting, as you know, worked at Burger King. I met Jim McLemore, the founder of Burger King, there again as a kid. did very well there, and then I started flipping burgers. But this is before though. The flipping burgers is another story. But when I graduated from college, I worked at Burger King as an internal auditor, then as a manager of marketing, then was recruited by Pepsi to go work for PepsiCo, which at the time owned Pizza Hut.
Right.
From there, I started as the director of finance, and then ended up as a senior VP for the company. A huge job, which is 5 years, close to 700 restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But there I learned so much. I had so many great mentors, like Dr. Joe. I had so many great teachers, some that I've emulated, and some that I said to myself, listen, I don't want to be like this person. And you learn from it. But I never forgot my roots. I never forgot what Dr. Padron did. I never forgot what Miami-Dade does. And I always contributed. I always wanted to give back. Because the one thing Dr. Padron said, you're going to make it here, as he told everyone. But don't forget your roots. Don't forget where you come from. And for the love of God, whether we're Latinos, African-American, whatever we are, it's about the community. It's about giving back.
Right.
And so when people ask me how successful you are, I always say, including my kids, is, measure me in what I give back. And that's how I measure success.
Right. There's a quote that I always chop up, and I always probably say it wrong, but it's those who have been given, like I said, I always chop it up. Like those who get, you should give back. So I 1,000% agree with that. My question to you, which you kind of already answered it, was like that. What was the reason why you chose MDC? But not a lot of people can say Dr. Padron really influenced them to go to MDC college, which is crazy.
Dr. Padron influenced me. That's the truth. He's one of my biggest mentor in life, other than my mom, of course. I know he. Think about that. That guy was working at Miami-Dade. How many teachers? How many faculty members? How many staff members do you know that are going to walk the streets recruiting people?
Right.
I don't know of any.
Right.
And he did. Yeah. He did that for not only for me, for a lot of folks. So yeah. So he told me about the school. And he also taught me that you got to work hard for what you want. You have to dream. If you have a dream, don't let that dream go by. Right. Don't let anybody take that dream away from you. Yeah. And begin with yourself. Listen, if one thing I do learn from him, and I continue to preach, is don't even let yourself take those dreams away.
Right.
Sometimes we struggle through life, and we say, but then you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, no, wait, this me. God, give me more strength. Yeah. The college is an amazing place. It's a place that has helped millions of folks. It is the most important institution in I would say, in Florida. Let's just say South Florida.
It's definitely one of the biggest colleges, if not the biggest community college in the United States. Right.
It has touched every household in the county. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was going to ask you, you speak a lot about mentorship, and I'm really happy you're talking about mentorship because how do you advance in your career path without having that? Do you remember anybody else in your time at Miami-Dade College, if you had any other mentors, any faculty, teachers, professors?
I've had, Dr. Fernandez at the time, who was a math teacher. Well, was math and business teacher. Listen, to me, it's always been a challenge. Think of this quick story. I hate to talk about myself. So I barely graduated from high school, but I did, of course. And then I went to Miami-Dade. When I went to Miami-Dade, 6 months later, I was working. I loved accounting. I loved math. So all of a sudden, like in 6 months, I learned a whole bunch of stuff. So now I'm working in the accounting lab. And I remember Dr. Fernandez telling me, listen, you're good enough, kid, to work in the lab. How about that? I said, all right, well, whatever. But so in the inspiration. So the kids that I went to high school with that were getting excellent grades were coming to the lab to look for help. I was working there. So the kids would say to me, so what are you doing here, man? What are you doing? Like you don't belong here. and 2 minutes later, I'm helping them with their homework. That to me is Miami-Dade. That to me is hard work. That to me is dedication. That to me is, there's not probably one teacher, but a lot of teachers that truly motivated me, throughout my career. Absolutely.
Amazing. Absolutely. And switching on over to community, how is your current role right now helping out the community? Because you've done a lot.
Well, no, we back up in terms of business, and I'll get back to the college in a minute. The college has done a tremendous job.
Right.
I am surrounded by amazing board members of the college. And we give back. We donate not only personally, but then we talk to donors. And donors are we need the donors now more than ever. Let me just say this. So whatever we've done for the community, we need to do more of. So if anybody's seeing this and anybody is giving, please help us further. The students need you now more than ever. If we needed you before, we need you more now. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's important. From a business perspective, we think ourselves as first responders. You know, we've delivered pizza from the very beginning to everyone has ever ordered and more. You know, the safeguard of our employees are key. We test our employees for COVID-19. We mentor them. We talk to them. We want to make sure that they feel comfortable working. I work shifts every day. So if the leader's not out there, then guess what? No one's going to follow.
Right, exactly. So, the best, not the best advice, but the best thing that I've ever heard a leader of mine tell me is like, I would never tell you to do something that I have already not done.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You know, absolutely. And I live by that. I live by the team environment. And you got to walk the talk. So I believe if you're going to walk it, if you're going to talk it, then you better definitely demonstrate it. So yeah, so we have been delivered to everyone. We take care of our team. We take care of our consumers. We take care of, you know. Listen, I am very proud. I'm very proud of my team members at the company, but I'm also proud of the college, my board member, the staff, the things that we're doing by heart. This is really, and the donors, if you may. Donors that come through, but we need their help. If anything, you take my message from me as a former student, as a businessman, as a chairman of the foundation.
A successful businessman.
A successful businessman, thank you. We need your help more now. And guess what? I can't ask you without participating. So yes, we give. So please give with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Al Salas. You have inspired me a ton because now I'm going to donate some more. So I'll definitely do that. To close this out, do you have any advice to Miami-Dade College students?
Hang in there. Hang in there. If you have a dream, don't let yourself bust that dream. Work hard, work smart. Miami-Dade is the answer. Yes. And I leave you with this. And I've done my homework on you. You're very successful. I'm very proud of you as well, my friend.
Thank you, Al. Thank you. I'm trying to get on your level.
No. Listen, it is about MDC. And I leave you with this with all love. I am MDC. God bless you.
Yes. Thank you, Al. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So for those who missed it, that was Al Salas. He is not the largest. He's the owner of the largest Hispanic franchise of Pizza Hut. He is extremely successful, and we just started talking about how he started at Dade. So it's crazy the things that you can accomplish. It's not crazy because Dade is honestly A1. They are, if not the best community college in the United States. So he's just an example of how much success and how much you can accomplish starting out at Dade. So in case you missed it, we are celebrating I Am MDC Day, September 6th. You can donate now, I believe, up until September 6th, because they are raising private funds for students, and especially those affected by COVID-19. So we actually added the fundraiser down here, and people are donating, which is awesome. So thank you guys, and I'll meet you guys tomorrow because we have another interview as well. So thank you guys so much. Besitos, and hashtag I Am MDC.